but no student should ever have to choose between getting an education and being homeless. And unfortunately, these stories are all too common. Too many students are struggling just to keep a roof over their heads. Recently, I met with students from the University of California, Irvine to discuss the challenges they are facing. One of those students was Stephanie, a first-generation student studying public health. She completed the full college application process on her own, including applying for financial aid. She received both a Pell Grant and a Cal Grant, but she still has to work 3 part-time jobs throughout the year to afford housing and food. She spends more than 12 hours most days in class and at her part-time jobs, fighting to ensure that she doesn't have to take on student loans so she can go on to pursue a master's in global public health. Stephanie is not the only one facing challenges affording living expenses while in college. Another one of those students was Deshay, a junior at UC Irvine who will soon become the first person in his family to graduate from college. Deshay left home at 17, so when he applied for financial aid a year later, he did so on his own, declaring himself as an independent. His expected family contribution was 0. While he got the funding necessary to attend UC Irvine, the aid didn't cover all of his living needs, including groceries. Deshay had a goal when he started to college. He wanted to graduate loan-free. He didn't want to take out loans to pay for his living expenses, and so he took on 2 part-time jobs. But the reality of the cost of living in Orange County soon set in. After nearly 2 months of eating only 1 meal a day, Deshay was left with few choices. When he finishes college next year, he will graduate with nearly $30,000 of debt. Still, he is excited to graduate and to start giving back to our community. He plans to move home to Sacramento, and he hopes to open a youth center modeled after Boys and Girls Clubs across the country. But Deshay is worried that he may not be able to successfully apply for the loan that he'll need to start his business, in large part because of the student loan debt he carries. College students who have fought to pursue an education, who work tirelessly toward their dreams, are being forced to put these dreams on hold. Why? Because the education necessary to achieve their dreams has left them buried in debt. This Congress, as we work on the reauthorization of key legislation for students across this country, we need to ensure that students graduating this weekend and in coming weeks don't have to choose between a job serving their communities or financial security, or choose between putting food on the table and attending classes.